And that's pretty much what my Saturday morning has looked like so far. I've got up, did some cardio, did like 20 minutes of fast food cardio, got my laundry all put away, and I just washed it last night, which actually feels really good because normally it takes me a few days, let's say, to put my laundry away. So have cooked, laundry's put away, have been organizing my room, and good morning. It is November 12th. Today I don't have much planned on the agenda. I am gonna go meet up with Gabby later on today though, and we're gonna do some life planning because after competing, have been feeling like we don't really know exactly where we want things to go from now on. I did read the book Living Forward by Michael Hyatt. If you guys haven't read it before, I highly recommend it. He goes into life planning and gives you kind of like a layout on how you should do your life planning. It's not just looking at like 3 months from now, even a year from now. It's basically planning your whole entire life, and I love the way he structures it, and just everything in the book is really good. So if you guys haven't read it, I would highly recommend reading the book. I don't know what else I have planned on the agenda. All I know is, as per usual, I have client work to do and just some videos to edit. And as you guys see, I'm also cooking, so I don't have like meal prepping to do. For my potatoes, I just boil them, and then for the plantains, I just threw them in the oven at 350 for around 45 minutes, and they came out perfectly, exactly how I like them. I do want to start kind of clearing out my diet a little bit because I've been having terrible digestive issues ever since I got back from Vegas. I didn't really cut out anything during prep, so I'm not too sure exactly what's causing the indigestion. I was thinking maybe my protein being higher, so I talked to Jose about that and drop it down a little bit. So there's some things that I'm gonna try, and obviously clearing out my diet and just sticking to more wholesome foods is gonna help a lot. It's not gonna happen overnight. I'm not planning on just cutting out like artificial sweeteners or Walden Farms or things like that overnight. I do plan on cutting back on it though, and just introducing more vegetables into my diet, more whole foods. I'm not gonna say it's paleo, but it's very like paleo based. So I'm gonna slowly transition into that. We'll see how it goes. I've been talking about this on other social media platforms for like a week now, and I haven't really acted on it. So cooking the plantains, cooking the potatoes, that is my first step to a more wholesome diet. So I'll be sharing my meals with you guys throughout the day today. I don't think it's gonna be a full day of eating, but just some meals here and there because I don't know, who doesn't like food? By far my favorite way to eat roasted plantains. If you haven't tried them with feta cheese before, then you definitely need to get on that. I'm using some light feta cheese, so it's a bit lower fat than the regular kind. If you suffer from indigestion and you aren't using digestive enzymes, I would highly recommend incorporating that into your daily routine because that's gonna help you break down the food that you're eating. I don't have a specific brand that I like using. I just usually make sure that it has protease, lipase, and amylase. I think that's how you say it. So those are the main enzymes that will break down carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. And then you will also find a lot of them that have a bigger variety of enzymes. So obviously the more that it has, the better. I would also look at the milligrams and just make sure that it has a big content and it just doesn't have like the name on the label just so you buy it. So those are my recommendations for digestive enzyme. If you aren't incorporating those already, then I would highly suggest using those, but I gotta dig into that because it's staring at me like, eat me. If you haven't tried mixing those 2 protein powders to make my regular 3-ingredient protein pancake, which is just water, baking powder, and protein powder, then you need to because it adds so much moistness. Just, it makes it so much more fluffy. I don't know, but it's good and you gotta try it. So I found these diced potatoes at Sobeys here in Canada, and they caught my eye just because I thought they were hash browns at first, but I guess depending on how you cook them, you can turn them into hash browns. I'm just gonna pan fry them right now and possibly throw that into my next meal. There is onions in it, and onions don't usually sit too well in my stomach, so I don't know how it'll go. Another thing I should probably avoid, but at this point I already bought them. I might as well just make them. So I'm just gonna pan fry that really quickly with some cooking spray, and I will let you guys know if they are worthy or not. The macros are pretty decent. It's 0 fat, 18 carb, and 2 protein, and they're already diced for you, so they make cooking that much easier. I definitely don't have the patience for the potatoes to cook. They are going to take a bit longer because I threw them all in at once, and some of them aren't cooking thoroughly because there's too many in one pan. But that's just what you do when you don't have the patience to cook them little by little, and that's the biggest pan I have. So I'm just going to have a chicken salad because that's just always my go-to. Eating that, but I'm just way too hungry, so this is what we're settling for now. So I am bringing some Alphalete stuff because Gabby wants to try it on before she orders it on the website, and grab the book, which we're gonna use for the life planning. I think I'm gonna take my laptop. I don't know if we're doing like other work or just chilling, but just in case, you never know. And of course, gotta grab some food. And this is everything I need to bring. So you guys are gonna go in the bag, and I will see you guys at Gabby's. The grossest angle, oh my god. Going on the vlog, hell no. I made it to Gabby's. She's right here enjoying some steak and cabbage mix, is it? Yeah. Looks freaking good. I'm holding back on my meal though because I've had some pretty big meals today. Like I said, we're gonna try and get some life planning done. We'll see how much of it we actually do. Life planning. We're definitely gonna plan a trip though. We gotta plan our Mexico all-inclusive getaway, not vlog, not work, not worry about macros, nothing. And this is the book that I was telling you guys about, the Michael Hyatt Living Forward book. So if you haven't read it before, I would definitely recommend it if you're trying to get your life figured out, because it really gives you a good structure and idea of how you should go about life planning. So we're gonna get into that right now.
She's trying to make me look like I'm in a bad marriage.
Right. So disrespectful. Wait, David? He's like Eddie. He's like, what a fucking moron.
They were texting laughing about it.
Yeah. Came right after. What? Hold your hair and think about it smooth. So that's what life planning looks like sometimes. We're so productive. I love it. You know, sometimes you just need a break. And Gabby competed this year. I competed this year. And as you guys know, prep can take a lot out of you. And I feel like even though we are done prepping, we're still very on the go and still trying to get a lot accomplished. So even though we wanted to get the life planning done, we were both feeling like we needed a break and just to like breathe and relax. So we're just gonna shut our mind off and watch The Real Housewives of Orange County.
Fill our brains with other people's drama.
Yes. So I will catch you guys at home. I am home from Gabby's house. I got home like an hour ago, I would say. And I walked in, and this girl over here, Becky Crocker. Officially Becky Crocker, made some banana bread. If we like it, might have to steal the recipe and show you guys. She actually weighed everything out too, so I could actually try it. Like, how thoughtful is that? I belong for once. I'm not left out. So let's give it a try.
I was eating chichipan. Do you like it?
Mm-hmm.
I think it tastes good because it like melts in there.
Next thing you know, we're gonna have our own restaurant, so keep an eye out. When your pancake is the same size as the plate, that's how you know it's real. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was super random. I don't really even know what happened in this video, but I will find out when I'm editing. If you did, make sure you give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel and you enjoy my content, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions for me, anything to tell me, any tips on digestion or things that I should try out, even though I might try out some juicing, so you might want to stay tuned for that. Let me know down below, and thank you so much for watching and tuning back into my channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.